welcome back. Did you have fun on your break?
Yes.
Very good. We're moving into the craft section of our program, and today we're going to do a craft that pertains to Charlotte's Web. I know you have had so much fun this summer doing Charlotte's Web's crafts. We have quite a nice selection over there of the things that you've done. Now you're going to get a chance to do a drawing. But let me tell you a little bit about who we're going to study. Have you ever heard of the man Norman Rockwell?
No.
Okay. Well, Norman Rockwell is a painter who lived at the same time as E.B. White. Who is E.B. White?
The Charlotte's Web
Author, that's right. So he lived at the same time. And guess what? He also lived in the same state of New York. It's kind of interesting. And as E.B. White was growing up, he was busy doing what? Writing. And at the same time that Norman Rockwell was growing up, he was painting. And so even as a young man, as young as I think 15, he was already at a place where he was winning awards for his painting. And he ended up working for a magazine called the Saturday Evening Post. Remember, let's see, what did E.B. White wrote? He did the what?
He's a journalist.
For the New Yorker, okay? So what makes Norman Rockwell's painting so unique is that he just went to every little nook and cranny of his town. He didn't have to travel near and far, but he ended up drawing pictures of everyday life. So I want to show you some of these pictures here. We'll flip through some. I'll show them to you as I get there. Well, here's one. This one's called No Swimming. What do you think is taking place in his picture?
Swimming.
What?
Well, then
Okay. What do you think's taking place? What do you think's taking?
the three boys wanted to swim, but they got shooed away.
Oh, yeah. Possibly. This guy even looks wet. Looks like he even got caught swimming, right? Maybe looking over their shoulders to see if they can get away from the one who has shooed them from swimming. Okay? See how realistic this looks?
Yeah, that looks like a real person.
Yes. What about this one? This is called The Doctor and Doll. What do you think might be going on in that picture?
The doctor
Raise your hand.
checking the doll.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, yes, ma'am.
The doctor's checking the doll
Why would the doctor need to check the doll? Yes.
to see if she's fine and healthy.
Okay. What else?
The little girl thinks the doll's sick.
Okay, the little girl thinks the doll is sick. Anybody else have any ideas?
She must be
Brett?
thinking. He thinks like she has a brain froze.
Okay. All right. It's also possible, too, that if he listens to the doll's heart, that the little girl will realize it's okay and that he can listen to her heart. So, but doesn't that picture look very real?
Yes. Yeah, and rock too.
Uh-huh. Let me find, what about this one? This one's called Missing the Dance. What do you think is going on in this picture? Just raise your hand. Lexi.
She's sick, and I think she's sick and she wants to dance.
Okay, she looks like she's sick, and
She's sick and she really wanted to go to the dance, but she can't because she's sick.
okay. Now, and what do you think?
Mary Poppins.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Maybe she's sick and she has to go to the dance, but she doesn't want to get anybody else sick, so she might have to stay home.
Okay, there's a
And
thought.
she's grumpy.
All right, let me find one other.
Lizzie's sleeping too early.
Huh?
Sleeping too
There's
early.
so many good ones. Okay. I don't know what you would
Baseball.
think about, baseball. Oh, there's one in here I want to show you.
I'm going to see all of the pictures.
I will show that. I'll leave this book out later for you to look at. This, by the way, is one of my favorites. This is called a triple self-portrait. Who do you think this is a picture of if it's a self-portrait?
E.B. White.
Not E.B. White.
The guy.
Raise your hand, honey. Yes.
The Rockwell. I can't
Norman Rockwell. He's drawing a picture of himself as he looks in the mirror.
He doesn't
Okay.
look.
Okay.
He doesn't have any glasses.
Okay, well, he started off somewhere. So let's talk about this. He uses a lot of detail in his pictures, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you say his illustrations are very persuasive? What does, yes?
Convincing. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm. Persuasive was one of the vocabulary words, persuasive. Do you think his pictures are persuasive?
Yes.
Convincing you to think of something? What I would like you to do today in our art project is I would like you to reflect back on the themes that we have studied all summer long about Charlotte's Web. And I helped you out by writing some of those themes up here, but let's talk about them. God honors the lowly and the outcast, the goodness of God's creation, the power of words, both written and spoken, and what true friendship is. What I want you to do is I want you to do, to the best of your ability, you draw an illustration, a persuasive illustration, meaning an illustration that is convincing one that Wilbur is some pig. Okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We focused on that Charlotte used words to convince the people that Wilbur is extraordinary and worth saving. But if Norman Rockwell had had the chance, he would have drawn a picture of Wilbur, possibly. So you're going to have the opportunity today to try and draw a picture just like persuasive, a picture that would be what? Convincing anyone looking at that picture that he was worth saving. Okay? Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to let you work on that. All right, we're going to go to our art tables now. So let's get up, and we're going to use our colored pencils and draw a picture. Okay, I want all of you now to use your colored pencils and to draw a picture that might make anybody looking at it think, that is some pig. And I even have my little pig here. I have my little pig here that you can use as kind of an idea of what pigs look like.